Liberals love to point to studies. As the late Lawrence Oster said, Christians say, "In the name of Jesus Christ." Muslims say, "In the name of Allah." And liberals say, "Studies have shown." They always tell us how they love science and inquiry, logic and rationality. However, they exhibit some glaring omissions. Biology, for example. Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace independently developed a theory called the theory of natural selection, which states that different forms of life develop to occupy different niches within their environment. Liberals have always been very big supporters of the theory. However, that enthusiasm has been remarkably inconsistent when it comes to people. The idea that a plant or an animal developed through natural selection to fit its niche is quite unremarkable. But if it is true of people, then that means they are best in one such environment and not in all environments. And of course, it does apply to people, which means that different environments would breed people of not only different looks and bodies, but with different temperaments and intelligences. If that's true, then people are not universal creatures. Instead, they are distinct from each other. Each race is different, as well as each subrace, what most people call ethnic groups. You don't have to do much investigating to discover that this idea is blasphemy to liberals. No, all people are equal, and that's that. No if, buts, or maybes allowed. The reason that liberals take that view is that they are followers of evolutionism, the idea that things start simple and over time become more complex. The term was popularised by the 19th century philosopher Herbert Spencer, who was enormously influential between 1860 and 1900. Over time, the term evolution replaced the more cumbersome, but more correct term, natural selection. And many cannot tell the difference between natural selection, the idea that each living thing exists in its own niche, and evolution, the idea that life starts simple and over time becomes more complex. Natural selection is a scientific idea. However, evolution is a political one. It was a way of explaining how progress worked and why it was the way of the future. So when liberals see race realism, they reject it because they don't see evolution. They don't see simple things becoming more complex. What they see is what everyone else sees, that living things, including people, have limits. Evolution says that those limits are temporary. They can and will be overcome. Natural selection does not say that at all. However, evolution is an idea, and biology is reality. And when liberals find out the limits of reality, they always insist that reality change. In that, they are remarkably consistent.